Yo, what's going on, guys? DJ Hess here, collectivekicks.com. Wanted to bring you guys a video comparison between the OG pair of Air Max 120s versus the retro pair that you can see on the right hand side. We're going to play a little game in this video though and see if you guys can help me identify what is different between the two shoes. This is literally my first look at these two side by side because I haven't actually had them out before, and I just wanted to go ahead and do kind of a live shoot of comparing. At the end of the video, I'll put the new ones on feet and show you what they look like. But this model is definitely not one for everybody. A lot of people just don't like it. Whenever I showed these previously, I got a lot of comments like, what are those and stuff, because people just didn't really understand what this was. But I remember Nike had a commercial with these on like a long time ago. And yeah, regardless of the commercial, I just thought they were a really fresh looking pair of sneakers. And I know some people are like, how can you think those look fresh? But it's the truth, man. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys the side-by-side so you could see there is a lot of differences between the OG pair and the retro, and which is part of the reason why I don't think the retro did very well. But on top of the fact that just not a very popular model. So, you know, they retroed it, and I was really happy that they did, but it's not a popular one where it was going to probably generate enough sales for them. So Nike probably lost a little bit, but I'm happy that they did, and I got mine for super cheap from Finish Line. If you guys want to check the link, go check it out. It was under 60 bucks. Super good deal, if you ask me. But you could see right off the back, the bottom traction. I mean, they went with this crazy dumb infrared orange instead, or whatever this is. Hyper orange. That goddamn hyper orange again. Excuse my French. But you know what I mean. The hyper orange look, right? Versus this red. Kind of a big difference. The traction pattern's totally different. With that in mind, so kind of one fail. The toe box area is different. There's stitching on the original one, then there's a fake little stitch on the new one. The pattern on this one is just kind of like a painted over pattern. This is actually textured on this one, so totally different again there. It's definitely like a cheap replica almost of the originals. That's the way it feels, and that's kind of just the way it looks. The overall gradient pattern, I'll just do a side-by-side like this. You can tell, again, I was mentioning in my unboxing, they just went with just really weird colors. It's definitely orange, and it varies. Goes from yellow on the top down to the orangish. But this one went from yellow to like a deep dark orange and red almost on that. The air bubble is yellow on this one, even though it's foggy. I could see that it's yellow versus this stupid weird orange color again on that. There's variation back here, there's variation right here. The Nikes look fairly similar. They're stitching around it. The overall colors are different though. This is like a lighter gray, this is a darker gray. White laces, like why would you put white laces on this, bros? This has the same laces that match. This has white laces that matches nothing. Yeah, back area totally different. You can see the black. Well, this kind of has a nubuck on the black area right here with the 5 dots. This is a white, super cheap leather. Is it white or gray? It's hard to tell. Is this white? Yo, Nike, man. Nike, what are you guys doing to me, bros? It is white, hyper orange. That darn hyper orange. So it's like, it looks white. Is that right? It's really a mind F. Like, I can't tell if this is white or gray. But it looks white now. And if that's white, then that's like the ultimate fail. Duh. This is like infuriating to look at now side by side. Pulling up the tongues though, let's take a look. Oh yeah, that's weird. Why would you do these weird spiky things when the original ones had that? You could see this one has the same designs on the tongue, except for this one's colors are stupid again. And then the kind of the stitching down at the bottom, this one was red versus that orange again. Insoles, totally different. White with a Nike Air, misplaced. It's not even centered. And then this one had like a Nike Air and the yellow insoles. Black liners, though, as you can see, consistent on one thing at least. Midsole shape and stuff looks the same on both. But you can see that gradient fade is just a huge fail. So, I don't know, dudes. It's kind of just like, that's why I like to buy some of the OG ones just for fun. I don't remember what I paid for these. Probably less than or close to what I paid for the new pair. and it's the OG one, and the soles are being destroyed on them, and they're barely wearable. The air pocket's pretty much busted on this one. But it's fun just to see. I had this one back in the day, got rid of it, thrashed it. It was a daily runner for me. Didn't have a ton of sneakers, so I just wore the ones that I had out. And so I got rid of these ones. So I got them back in the collection. Then Nike retro them poorly. And then, I don't know, it kind of eases the, it's like almost like a slap in the face. Like you want it to retro because you want it, and that's why I think a lot of people, like when the first images of these came out that these were retroing, a lot of people tagged me on Instagram, on Twitter. They're like, no way, like check this article out. Somebody posted it on whatever website, and they tagged me Hess Kicks on these because they knew I was looking for them, because you guys are really dope out there. You guys watch my videos, and you guys know kind of what I like, and I think that is super rad. I love it when you guys tag me and stuff that you know is relevant to me, but I never really was like super excited for it because it just looked off. Like the coloring, first thing, regardless of all the other things that they did off. And I'm sure you guys have a bunch more that you noticed that I did not notice. Leave a comment, let me know what I missed. But I'm pretty sure like this shoe was just like, I was like, oh man, the tongue tabs I knew was off and the coloring was off just from the get-go. But regardless of that, I'm bitter because I wanted them to bring back the OG sort of vibe. It feels like they did a kind of a cheap knockoff of that. But nobody's going to know. Nobody's going to care, because even if they did make this exact shoe over again, it's going to please about like 1/8 of the population. Like it's not even a full percent. I mean, like did I say 1/8? I mean, like less than 1% of the population really cares that it's true to the original form. It's not like a Jordan retro. This doesn't have the mass cult following of a Jordan retro. It's a Nike Air Max 120, which most people don't even remember the name of the shoe. They're just like that one Spider-Man looking shoe. So I get why they don't invest too much R&D into making it exactly like it was. Same time, it still stings a little bit because they could have made it dope. And for that 1% that appreciates what they do, it would have been like the little icing on the cake. But enough bickering about that. Let's go show you guys what they look like on feet. So here's an on feet look. Hopefully you guys like what they look like. I know it's not a shoe that most people are going to understand. It was a training shoe, I believe, back in the day, baseball training shoe, before they even had like a baseball section, but kind of a cross training model. And it was just one that I was really fond of. And I think that the retro from a distance looks good. It's just not true to the original, unfortunately, and kind of stings a little bit. The other pair that I'd like to see back is the Air Sunder. I've been looking for a pair of Sunders all like through eBay and through my feeds for a long time. It was kind of in a yellow gradient colorway as well, with this kind of neoprene zip up on it. They were really dope shoes, but it's another one that I'm like, at this point they've ruined so many retros that I'm just like, please don't release them again. Let me find an OG pair and I'll be happy with it. Because if they do re-release them again, I'm not gonna be happy with it. It's not gonna meet what I was hoping that it would be. But hopefully there's some other older cats out there that know the pain that I'm talking about. I know Foamer's probably with me on this one. Foamer Simpson loves this shoe as well, and I didn't see him pick up the new retro from these ones either yet. So, but hopefully, you know, it's just one of those things. I love them to bring back a dope model like this in a quick strike fashion where only limited amounts were made. They made them perfectly okay. They made them right. They took the loss on that shoe being released, and then those handful of people that really wanted those shoes could buy them and get them. I think that would be the best approach possible for Nike. It generates some hype on the shoe because they're limited, but they re-up the same thing that we wanted originally. So that's my 2 cents. I don't know if Nike's listening, but if you are, do that to the Air Max Deluxe, and that would be dope. Anyway, catch you guys for some more videos soon. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys watched this video all the way to the end, leave a comment that says potato. I'm just curious to see, because this is a video I don't think too many people are going to watch. Just a shoe that people don't care about. It's not a Jordan. They don't want to click on it. Comment potato. We'll catch you guys for some more videos soon. Peace, guys.